If we could just record like this every time.
Right?
Where are we, Megan?
In bed.
In my bed.
In your bed.
In my comfy cozies.
It's a purple bed, right?
Yeah, purple mattress.
Like not the color purple.
Honestly, that's what we should do is get Purple to sponsor us because
we should get Purple to sponsor us.
I feel like we'll reach out. We should let them know.
I have a really bad neck and back, so I think we need.
Samesies.
Yeah.
Scoliosis over here.
I could really use a purple mattress. Aren't
Yeah.
there purple pillows?
Yeah, I have them.
Is that what these are?
They're they're on the bed. I don't know which one you have.
I could really
if
use
it's
one.
a stiff one, it's purple. If they're soft, it's down goose. Don't tell the vegans that or anybody or PETA. It's not me.
It's goose alternative.
My grandma.
All right, so it's been
to be clear, my grandma's not a goose.
Well. Yeah. Okay.
She bought them for me.
It's been a day.
Guys, this will air when it airs and life is continuing. But thing number one is Catherine O'Hara died today.
I was teaching at the middle school and I had to turn around because I started crying.
Yeah, I was sitting right here on this bed and I looked down at I was working and I looked down at my phone and you texted to me and I was just like, oh, it's like that sinking feeling where you're like, no.
Yeah. This one hurt. This
Yeah.
one hurt. And I think it's because she was everyone's mom.
Yeah, like we were saying, she was like the ultimate TV mom, whether it was Beetlejuice or Home Alone or
Sally
Schitt's
from
Creek.
Nightmare Before
Yeah,
Christmas.
Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Plus all the sketch comedies.
I mean, she was she's a fucking icon.
She's an icon.
And she was a one of a kind, just wonderful.
She made it okay for women to be goofy and silly and weird.
Yes, and that is the best thing about her.
Yeah.
Anyways,
talent too.
So we are drinking a cocktail. Well, I guess we'll get to that part later about exactly what it is. But we made her a tribute drink. Then today we had a very it was cool because we were together with our kids, with a few of our kids each, our two oldest each. Mm-hmm. But our kids all participated in a Stop ICE protest after school today, and it was honestly, I cried.
Yeah.
I cried driving up and I got there and the kids were playing American Pie.
Yep.
And I just it was struggling just not to cry the whole time because it was one, I was proud of my girls for wanting to do it, but then two, just so fucking sad that they have to do it.
I think that's what got me. One, I've had a lot of these kids since they were in kindergarten. So
Yeah.
I've seen them grow. And then two, I see them be brave
Yeah.
and strong and stand up for what they believe. And then three, we should have fixed this already so that they didn't have to.
It shouldn't be happening.
That's what
my
got
friend
me.
Jenna and I were talking about it because I sent her, I was like, look, be proud of your little, God babies or whatever. And she was like, how insane that this is what's going on. I was like, right? Think about us in high school. Yeah. We weren't doing any of this shit. Yeah, we had 9/11 when we were in middle school, but no one was out protesting things or doing.
What got me, a few things got me, but what got me was I saw several older men pull up in the car crying and giving the peace sign.
Yep.
One man kind of looped back around and then parked and the door just opened.
On its own?
On its own.
I didn't like that.
He looped back around and then parked and then came and joined us and he had tears in his eyes. And I just think these were around the age where he was probably, in Vietnam and he already did the protesting.
Yeah.
And he probably was he did the work to try to prevent them from having to do it. And now he sees them doing it. And so it's probably a mixture of pride and sadness.
Yeah. My oldest said that when they first got out there was a Hispanic man who literally drove by and he took his hat off to them and and then he started sobbing. She was he was just crying.
That's why the door opened.
My smallest is twerking at the doorway of my bedroom right now.
Yeah.
This is how this is going to go apparently.
This is going to be our evening.
But yeah, anyways, it was, sad and good and I don't know,
Hopefully
all the
by
things.
the time this airs in a few weeks, everything's taken care of and everything is good.
I doubt it.
Doubt it, but we can hope, right?
We can hope. Let's get back to normal, good, happy shit.
Yes.
Shall we?
I have a joke for you.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why haven't aliens visited our solar system?
Why?
They looked at the reviews and we only have 1 star.
Valid. Honestly, valid. I feel like I had a good one. Let me just see really fast.
I told my wife I saw an alien on the way to work this morning. She said, "How do you know it's on its way to work?" That one was stupid.
Oh yeah, that was a good one though. Oh God, what's the difference between a lobster with boobs and a dirty bus stop?
What?
One's a busty crustacean, the other's a dusty bus station.
What do you call an alien with 3 balls?
What?
An extraterrestrial.
Lol. All right.
Well, hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your host, Meg.
And I'm Raina, ready to rip some lunatic soup.
This is a watch party. We're watching a documentary.
Well, wait. First, let's go through our drink.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yes. So today we are drinking a tribute to Catherine O'Hara. I keep saying O'Hara. And it is a passion fruit, lime and rum concoction.
A delicious nectar of the gods.
Yes, we will have posted it somewhere on social media at some point, so you can go back and look if you want. But I dyed the rum with pea flowers. They're like,
oh my God,
pea, so they turn like the purple, like light purpley,
like a very beautiful violet.
Yeah, they were so pretty. And then we made this video, and I layered the cocktail so it's green on the bottom and then purple on the top, so it looks like Beetlejuice. But
mind you, the top is.
I was about to say, when you go to take a sip, it's just straight rum. So I knew that, but
I knew it because I saw it, but I didn't think it.
And Meg, I pretended to take a sip, and Meg took a big sip, and she was like, "That's rum. That's liquor. That's liquor." So, anyways, really good. But I'm very excited because I can see the preview of what we're about to watch, and I actually didn't know. Like usual, you guys, I didn't know what we're about to watch. Meg just said we have to watch this. I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight.
So I was actually recommended this by multiple people, and it says it is called The Age of Disclosure. It came out in November 2025, and it says an explosive documentary that reveals an 80-year global cover-up of non-human intelligent life and a secret war among major nations to reverse engineer advanced technology of non-human origin.
Dun, dun, dun.
Saying it's aliens.
So you're telling us it's aliens.
Pretty much.
I think
it's non-human.
Okay.
Non-human.
Non-human aliens?
See, when they say non-human and intelligent life, they put the intelligent life in there.
Yeah, but did you see it was just...
Oh, I know, that fucker.
Cankle McTaco tits with fucking leaky bag of elephant vaginas.
Oh, was it him? Well,
they just showed him on the screen.
Oh, I saw, not Ted Cruz. What's the other guy's name? Marco Rubio.
He was on there too.
Because he was a part of all of this. But we've got some good guys in here too. Don't worry about
Thank God. Anyways, The Age of Disclosure. We're doing the watch party where we watch, we'll pause, tell you what's going on, tell you our thoughts and feelings, and then, watch it if you want at the end, or you just get to listen to us tear it apart.
Yep.
In the best way. I'm excited for this one.
It's going to be good. All right, we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, let's go.
Okay, real quick. We're only like 2 minutes in, but it's basically going through a bunch of people that are working within the UAP realm of the government. And as they were flipping through, we're like, okay, trust you less. Don't trust you as much. Don't trust you as much.
Well, because it started off with all people in the Air Force and the Navy.
I have a lot of respect and credit for people in the military.
Which we've discussed this before because we just feel like they have a reputation that they are not willing to like it takes a lot for them to be like, I've seen something and that's... but then it went from that, like, it was like all these people that are high-ranking Air Force and Navy, which legit to me. And then
government people.
But then it went to the last one. It just said he is a pathologist who works at Stanford University.
With the CIA on the UAP topic.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to people in the government that are like coming out and talking about these things, what worries me is they're trained to lie and deceive.
Yeah.
As part of the CIA, as part of their government, whatever.
Yes.
So, we'll see.
I mean, we'll see what happens. So the beginning is just being introduced to a bunch of people. Like we said earlier, it was the Navy people and the whatever. And then it goes to this guy who...
Lou Elizondo. Listen to his podcast. I've listened to interviews by him. He's a pretty phenomenal human.
But what, like, who is, like, he...
So he started out in the military, in the Army, and he just kept working his way up. And then he did some projects where he reported to the White House. And then eventually he was moved into the UAP sector, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. It's not UFO anymore, y'all.
Yeah. And then, but he said there was not really actually a sector for it, or there was something they had to create.
Yes.
Whatever it's called. It's called a what?
Yeah, he... joined the Joint Naval Intelligence.
Yeah.
On the DIA, basically.
DIA. And then then they realized there was no UAP program within that.
Right.
Is where it came from. And so
I do want to point out that Lou Elizondo worked in counterterrorism and counterinsurgency and counterintelligence. He lies for a living.
This guy?
No.
The other guy.
Lou Elizondo. And
okay.
I love him.
Yeah.
I pick up what he's putting down. But we do need to keep that in mind.
Yes, but he lies for a living. So the program that they developed, because there was no UAP program, is the Advanced
Aerospace Threat Intelligence Program, or ATIP.
ATIP. And they developed that together, these two guys, and then they're...
And I know we've talked about this before, but it's not UFO anymore, it's UAP. Because
yes, we said that.
Aerial phenomenon.
Aerial phenomenon.
Which means space, air, underwater.
Dun, dun, dun. Underwater, bitches.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my God. Jellyfish. Just kidding. Octopus.
Zoidberg.
I feel like the fucking cuttlefish, the one that looks like a face. Remember that one?
Right?
That was fucked up.
Man.
All right.
I'll tell you what, you never see me swimming in the ocean. It was from my military, no, not even military high up cousin.
Yeah, I believe it.
Who was on submarines and all that stuff.
Yeah, fuck no.
You won't tell me nothing.
Nothing.
Except that you don't swim in the ocean.
Noted. Noted.
Simply put.
Guys, we may have bitten off more than we could chew here. Holy shit.
I'm like, what are we watching?
Basically, they're saying that they have been researching transmedium crafts that have the capability of operating in space, air, and sea, and that they have been watching this type of craft since the 1940s.
1940s.
So 80 years now. And it's probably been out longer, but we've talked about this before, but I want to circle back to that.
Okay.
So they have access to videos that are classified. Lou says he has 100% proof of non-human intelligence. And Stratton says that he has himself seen non-human aircraft and non-human beings
and
intelligent beings.
Yeah.
I think there's a huge difference, because when they were doing like that big thing with Congress, they just kept saying non-human life. You need to say non-human intelligent life.
Yes.
That's how I feel.
Well, yeah.
Because I feel like that's just kind of like look over here. Like,
right. Like a bullshit thing of, don't look at the Epstein files.
Like you're saying something without saying, exactly. You're saying something without saying something.
But one of the things that was like, he was like, if you've seen the things that I've seen, you would have no doubt in your mind.
Right.
And, and obviously you said he lies for a living, but also I'm like, damn.
But there's a lot of other people now speaking up too. And a lot of them were very high ranking military.
And it goes into everybody who is on this or like was doing things out of San Diego.
With the whole TikTok incident that happened in 2004.
Yep. And it's all of these pilots. They're all Navy and Air Force. They're all...
Right. So, like, basically what happened is they were doing air exercises off the USS Nimitz off of California's coast, and they found the Tic Tac. It was a 40-foot long craft just sitting there. And then all of a sudden it starts to accelerate, and boom.
How fast does it go?
32,000 miles per hour. We do not have that technology. How fast does a plane go? You should know this. Your family does planes.
Your father-in-law's a pilot. My family just like serves drinks. They're like airplane police.
A few hundred miles an hour, right? Like 500 miles an hour.
I don't fucking know.
Something like that. I don't know.
Someone tell us. Tex is like, Tex and Shannon.
Idiot.
You guys. I know you reach your cruising altitude of 3,200 feet or 32,000 feet. That's what I meant. But I don't think they say how fast they're going.
You can see it on the little map. It tells you. I think it's like 500 miles an hour.
Okay, well, I believe you. I don't know.
So then Ryan Graves comes on. He was a fighter pilot. You've probably seen him, giving speeches at Congress or talking to Congress. He said they were seeing these Tic Tacs almost daily until one day they almost like hit their craft.
Almost a midair collision, they said.
Mm-hmm. He said they are dark gray or black cubes in a clear sphere.
Wild.
And then they start saying that these crafts have been going around basically our nuclear sites and deactivating them. And one that they deactivated primarily in the US and Russia, but one that they deactivated in Russia was pointing where, Raina?
Straight at us. It is like they are trying to save us from ourselves.
But think about it. When did they start popping up?
When our technology
when we were starting to poke around with this stuff because they started popping up in the 1940s. What happened in the 1940s?
Nazis. Did I say that? What?
We dropped a nuclear bomb.
Oh, we did? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right. Mm-hmm. And now they're trying to stop us from doing it.
So that's when they started really popping up.
Also, they can stick around because we live in a place with a lot of nuclear things.
Save us, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope.
Save us. We're in Washington, so Godspeed. If you don't realize how much nuclear stuff is around here.
What is it? If Washington annexed, we'd have the third most nuclear warheads in the world.
Yep. Just in the state of Washington. But that's not scary. No. At all. No. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
So yeah, that was when we stopped it. It was at that point because we were just like, I'm sorry, what?
That fact that they deactivated a Russian nuclear warhead that was pointing at us?
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. So just to recap on, this is going to take us forever to get through, but this is unlike anything we've ever watched. This is so good. So I would say that this is like the Unbinding for paranormal, but for aliens. So
I was just responding, not holding my mic.
Oh.
All of a sudden I was like, wait, I'm supposed to hold my mic.
So basically they were saying that nobody in the government knew about UAP evidence, but Lou was on it and he was trying to raise alarm bells. He started to get concerned about the safety and the threats to the U.S. and he tried to raise these alarm bells, but he was met with such resistance because one, it could have been not like people thought, oh, it's not real, or they were afraid of the stigma that would ruin their career. And the Pentagon would not look at the data that this was posing a national security threat. And do you want to know why they wouldn't look at the data?
Because too many higher ups are so religious that they think these are demons.
Demons! They thought it was the demons.
They literally said no because you're exploring demons. Yeah. This is demons.
So they literally put their religious beliefs above our national security. These are the little fuckers that we voted in. I didn't vote them in.
No.
But somebody voted them in.
Yep.
And they put their religious beliefs above national security.
That's what they said. He goes, these people put their beliefs above our national security.
It's the devil work.
They were like, we literally have scientific proof of all the things that this is like an actual thing.
And they're like, this is like crazy advanced technology that we need to be aware of, but you know,
but it's fine. They're demons.
So let's just not.
Let's just keep pushing Project 2025.
Oh my God. Like it makes my head hurt. It makes my head hurt.
My head does actually hurt.
It does too. It does too. It's been a long day, you guys.
It has been
we
a
lost
long
Catherine
day.
O'Hara.
David.
Just you fold the cheese.
You look like a disgruntled pelican, David.
The baby.
The baby.
Mr. Rubio, you have a brain in there.
We were unaware.
But Kenko McTaco is making you not use it.
Or you're purposely not using it because you're getting paid money. I'm unsure which one.
Any hoodles.
You guys. Whoa.
Okay, so we talk about the Legacy program, which basically has been studying UAPs for 80 years. They have the evidence, they have the video, they have all this stuff.
Yes. What's up?
And ATIP is trying to get in with the Legacy program, who is also another government entity. I guess I didn't know that all these government entities don't talk and don't share information. I guess I mean, maybe I knew that, but I didn't think it was such a hard stop.
I agree, because I feel like with all of these things going on, you would want everyone to like have a little dip in every pool to be somewhat aware.
Just be a little toe in there.
Yeah,
just
like a little bit.
But
it seems like no one fucking knows anything related to the other thing.
People. Right.
It's wild.
Right. And then if you're a Christian, it's diamonds.
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 The diamonds are in the skies.
They're in the water too.
The water, the skies.
So
they're flapping their little phalanges.
Right.
I mean, whatever. I don't know.
So the Legacy program has actually allegedly retrieved non-human craft and non-human intelligent beings. So they tried to get in with it. They said no. They started talking to scientists who work within the Legacy program. And then it was like hard stop. There was getting anger towards Lou and his crew and towards ATIP. The only way that they could figure to really get the information that they need and to get the word out was Congress.
Yep.
And they needed Congress to let them into the Legacy program. But the only way to get Congress's attention, which this is batshit, to get the media involved.
Yep. And that's fucked. And America for you.
Now, government employees cannot talk to the media.
No.
Unless they have been specifically appointed to talk to the media.
Right.
So Lou's walking around. He's like, and this was in his book as well. Imminent, where he's in his car, he's driving around, he sees all these people, and he's like, they have no idea, and they deserve to know.
I think that was one of the
the humanity aspect.
The humanity aspect, yeah, was like him literally saying that, and it's like, showing Tokyo, like downtown Tokyo, like the busy streets, or right, that was Tokyo, or was it China? I think it's Tokyo, like where it's like that huge crosswalk where it's like 1 billion people cross it.
I thought that was New York, but
no, this was the one in Asia. There's one in
Okay.
Asia that's like huge. I can't remember. I think it's Tokyo. Anyways, point of the story is that showing all the things that the cinematography really adds to it, which I appreciate. But it's just that he's like, everybody in the world is walking around having no idea what is going on. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and I'm not okay with that. I feel like people need to know what the fuck is happening. Yeah. And that, I said to you, I was like, I mean, I feel like we know.
But what are we labeled as?
We're fucking lunatics.
Cuckoo.
Literally. Hence our podcast name. We are lunatics. But something that they have... Congress has proof of, the government has proof of. Mm-hmm. Hopefully Congress listens. We'll find out. But it's one of those but we, people like us are fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. But also I feel like everyone else is crazy for not believing that there's something else out there.
Right. So he went through all this stuff. He's like, maybe I need to learn how to talk to the media, blah, blah, blah. But even if he, left, he'd still have to learn how to talk because you still can't talk about classified information after you leave. So what did he do? He decided he has to go to the press.
Yep.
So he has to leave.
Yep.
So this was, I can imagine for somebody being this career, that had to be a gut-wrenching decision.
Because what's your career after this? And what if nobody believes you? Mm-hmm.
And what if they bury you in being cuckoo?
And what if they fucking murder you?
Well, there's always that too.
Because that's shocking to me that
it's not just our government, it's any government.
Right. This isn't just a US thing. This is
and
everything.
So he went to the press, and boy, did he talk to everyone.
Everyone.
You saw CNN. You saw
Fox News. He was with Tucker
Carlson.
Carlson.
With Tucker Carlson. He was with
douchebag.
So the media really caught on to it, and then he started getting calls to come up to the Hill, to come up to Congress. Mm-hmm. And that's what he wanted this whole time. And Senator Marco Rubio and Senator Warner started paying attention. So did Senator, is it Gillibrand? Mm-hmm. Gillibrand. And they were like, wait. This could be a threat.
Right.
And then the Navy acknowledged that they do have the Tic Tac.
Yes.
Like that they came out. And I remember when this happened.
Yes. They said, I remember this too. And because they were like, this is the thing. It's there. He's not lying. Like this is real.
And then they said something about, they said, hey, if we keep going this way, the basic trust and confidence in our government is going to diminish. Is it from that? Is it from that? And what was the thing that you said that made me sick to my stomach?
Was it what Marco Rubio was saying? Mm-hmm. He was saying that he was talking about things that keep him up at night. And he was saying there are certain things in life that you can't think past as a human. Like you don't expect. What was the first one? It was
it was the one where he was talking about how we have to be the best, and we weren't the best if we didn't know.
Yeah, but then he said one thing. He said the one about like pilots training for 9/11 for a year. But what did he say before that? There was one before that that was like.
Oh, it was Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor,
we
yes.
thought they didn't have the technology to get to us.
To do the torpedoes through this really narrow area, and then they did it. And then he goes to the 9/11 reference and was like, we didn't think anyone would train for a year.
Right. We don't know the technology exists until we really look into it and figure out that, oh, shit, it does exist.
Yeah.
But what really made me sick was the one where... I don't think it was Marco Rubio, but he was talking about how we got to be the best, and this proves that we aren't the best, and that's a problem.
Oh, yeah, that.
And that was just disgusting.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was misunderstanding what you were asking.
I do. I'm glad you brought that up because I was breezing past that. But then they're saying, this could be a foreign adversary, which it could be. It could be. You don't know until you know.
We don't know, but I just highly doubt a foreign adversary has figured out 32,000 mile an hour moving things.
I have another theory, and this goes way back 450,000 years, and we're their pets. We're their pets.
Whose pets? Aliens' pets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anunnaki. Anunnaki? I never know how to say it.
I mean, I would believe that more than anything.
And that, that goes into like the Nephilim and all that stuff, which...
Yeah, but so were there pests or pets? Pets.
P-E-T.
Like were there dogs?
We're their playthings, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just watching us.
They're not very nice to us.
Whatever we have, they're keeping safe for some reason.
Or it's kind of like when you have a baby, a toddler, and you're like just doing everything you can so they don't kill themselves,
and then they just keep trying to kill themselves.
Yeah, and we're like, and it's like not a day goes by that you're like, can you just not try and kill yourself today, please? Like, I'm doing everything I can to keep you here. I feel like maybe that's that.
Maybe it's that.
That sounds
like,
honestly accurate.
You sweet little dummies.
Yep.
And then one guy said, it could be three things. It could be a foreign adversary, which is an intelligence failure on our part.
Yep.
Which it could be.
Absolutely.
It could be. Until we know what, should we always think that way? No, but
you should, because they'd be jerks to not, because if it turned out to be that, and you're looking at, and you're like, these are
interterrestrial. I just want to give you a hug.
Yeah.
And then,
and then it's Russia. Yeah.
Yeah. Or is it something that's tricking all nations, right?
Yeah.
Or is it interdimensional?
They said interdimensional
or all three.
Yes.
Or all three.
I liked all three. I don't like all three, but I just feel like, or the when he said, are they interdimensional? He said one other word with it though. He said interdimensional and something. And I was like, so you're saying Bigfoot's real?
That one. It was that one.
I just felt like, interdimensional beings. Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll be back. I hate everything so much.
Well, there's a lot. The last sentence or the last minute was fucked.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, you guys, buckle up. I feel like we say this about every documentary. You guys should watch this, but this is up there. No, I think this beats out. Well, the Unbinding is like scary paranormal things that you believe, whatever. This is like factual.
This is like, how do we dispute? And I'm not just gonna buy everything hook, line, and sinker. Obviously, it's a government entity telling me something.
But the doctor from Stanford,
but he worked with the government.
I mean, true, but
even Lou Elizondo, as much as I respect him. What if he never left the government and he's still working with the government and he's telling us all these things as a red herring to keep our eyes away from something else?
I mean, true.
Boom.
Could be, but also we're watching this documentary, so.
Yes. So they brought everything to Congress. They told everyone. And then we talk about the 5 observables, which I have had such in-depth discussions with my friend Jeffrey about the 5 observables. Mm-hmm. We went to Incline Cider one night and he brought his handy dandy notebook
and was telling you all about it.
Went through it. Like it's just fascinating. So there's hypersonic velocity. So the fastest that we can currently go is 4,600 miles per hour. Tic Tac was 40,000 miles per hour.
And he said other ones that they've observed are higher than that.
Right. Then there's instantaneous acceleration. For us to turn right now. First of all, it takes us a minute to accelerate. Not a minute, but like this is instant.
Yes.
It takes us a few seconds to get to 200 miles per hour. I think he said 2.5 seconds. And then for us to turn, like to make a complete 180, it is
half the state of Ohio.
Half the state of Ohio. They can make a right angle turn. Like they can just turn on a dime.
Which is insane.
And then there's low observability. So when we fly or when we go really fast, you know, there's the trails that you leave up in the sky or there's a sonic boom. UAPs have no signature whatsoever. Then there's transmedium travel. We currently can't go between, I guess we can go between space and air.
Yes.
Air and space, because once we get back from space to air, we
on
kind of drop.
Certain things.
But we cannot go from air to water.
And not lose velocity. I mean, we can't do it in general, but then do it and not lose velocity. So these things can.
They can, and they have a video of it, and
which was wild.
It showed that it can go from the air to the water without losing, you know, velocity and without compromising its performance at all. And it showed a video, and it said if you were to do that with like a basketball sized object, it would take like a jet engine.
Yep. And they said the water would be very displaced and all over the place.
And this was like seamless, not even a blip.
Yeah, he was like, it just, I mean, watching it too, it just goes in and out of the water. It's like bouncing in and out. It looked like, have you ever watched?
Like butter.
Like butter. Or have you ever seen the flying fish where they do that? They jump in and out of the water.
Yeah.
And they're able to do it. They're small and, you know, they're not moving super fast, but they can go like in and out without causing a lot of things.
Are the UAPs, are the non-human intelligence using biomimicry then? Are they taking something like...
I would assume so, but also like if you, like what you said, that they're saying that we're their pets.
Maybe we're the biomimicry, except or no, because we're not that smart.
Yeah, they just feel bad for us, honestly.
And then there's anti-gravity. So there's no propulsion or lift needed, no wings. It can just go like a Tic Tac. A Tic Tac is called that because it looks like a Tic Tac.
Literally Tic Tac shape.
Like a 40-foot long Tic Tac.
Yes.
And they had one video of this object going against hurricane-force winds and not moving. It was just sitting there.
Literally could just hover.
And they've had instances and recordings of objects going from about 80,000 feet, which is when you're starting to get into outer space, and then just kind of sitting there for a few hours and going back up. And then there's...
Casual.
Right. There's a sixth observable that is biological effects. And then we went to Gary Nolan, who is the immunologist who is a part of that symposium that's down in California that I've told you about.
Yeah, it's at Stanford University.
Yes, and Jeff went to that symposium last year or the year before. Anyway, I got invited to go to it, but I didn't want to spend the money to fly down.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Any hoodles, he started talking about, you know, taking biological samples and doing research on those who have been near a UAP.
Yes.
And near this technology that we really don't know what it is. And then in comes Mike Flattery, who is high up in the Navy and then went to U.S. intelligence. And he has had biological effects of a UAP. He has seen crafts and orbs and what he called exotic energy fields. And he said that he has dealt with the effects and that it is found that those that have been in contact... Excellent movie, by the way. We should watch it.
Contact? Yes. Yes.
With the UAPs have a 25% mortality. It was at 3 to 5 years.
It was 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, 3 to 5 years. A 25% mortality
That is
rate.
Fucking insanity.
Why isn't this just common knowledge?
I don't know. And that is the part I think that scared me the most out of this was like, I've always thought the idea of, I mean, aliens is scary. But like these things that are flying around, you get too close to them and then it can fuck you up. But
he was saying, the immunologist, Gary Nolan was saying, like, you would think, okay, are they getting radioactivity? Are they dying of cancer? He was saying it was like
autoimmune diseases.
Autoimmune diseases and like burns inside of your freaking brain.
Yeah, no, scar tissue in your brain, scar tissue inside of your body. Well, he was saying some people experience burns on their body, and then it was like internal things that.
It's just Chris. This is
insane. Is just fucking insane. So this just makes me think of this, which is not. He was saying that in our world that we live in currently, if you get too close to like the electrical towers or whatever, those are known to cause things.
Or if you go behind a fighter jet and it turns on,
right? Then obviously these things. But so this is not alien wise, but there is a theory that's going on right now with the 49ers, the football team.
Foosball.
Have you heard about this?
No,
probably not. But it's a very interesting
I'm not
theory.
On TikTok.
Well, it literally is ESPN shit too.
Oh,
this
really?
Is like that there's none of the football teams are staying or are in the practice area where they are because it's too close to this power plant. And the 49ers have had so many injuries this year that they actually think that the power plant is affecting the players.
I mean, I don't think that's a reach.
No, it's not. And that's why I'm saying it's not just TikTok. This is like actually, so all of the teams that are going down to play at Levi Stadium, which is the 49ers stadium, are not having
Isn't that where
any.
the Super Bowl is?
Yeah. They're not allowing them near all this because they think that it's actually affecting the players. They're like actually researching it. First, it was like a theory, and then it started to become.
That we have like nuclear power plants, and we're not researching the effects of anybody who lives within a 200-mile radius of it.
That would be us.
Absurd. Oh yeah. I have so many things. Speaking of nuclear power plant, Boo Boo just sent us a cider house that is near one of the abandoned nuclear silos. It was never active, so it's just a silo.
Good.
It's just a silo. It was never active.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I am sure.
Okay.
I've looked into it in depth. Every time I drive by, I'm like, ooh.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just a business park.
Okay.
But there's 2 nuclear silos in Monsanto, Washington, and there's a cider house. What is it called right now?
I can't remember.
Snowbird.
Oh, yes, Snowbird. I knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, we never told this story.
We didn't, did we?
Okay, we're going to sidetrack for a minute. You guys know how much we like to squirrel. We kind of squirreled, but now we're going to squirrel for a minute. We're taking a time out.
Yeah.
So this is fun family lore about Raina's family.
Right, which I think we've talked about a little bit.
Have we? I don't know.
We're going away for Christmas.
Well, yeah,
like
but about what how it got started.
Maybe
I don't know. Anyways, so we go away to Snowbird, which is a ski resort in Utah that my grandpa was the original investor in. So like back in the day, my grandpa would invest in the most insane things, which I actually found out more lore about our resort we used to own in Fiji. I just found this out. It's actually really fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
It makes you hate Tony Robbins. Let me tell you that much.
Oh,
anyways.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot. My mom actually was talking to me about it yesterday. Anyways, we'll talk about it later.
Fucking Tony Robbins.
It's
a shame you guys don't still own that, honestly.
Honestly, my aunt's there right now. That's why it got brought up. Point of story. Anyways.
I wish we were with you, Auntie.
I know. But so my grandpa was the original investor in the ski resort. So he was the one who like basically put the funds in to get it up and running. Mm-hmm. So, you know, my family's been going there since, I think that was in the 50s. They've been going there since the 60s. So
since your mom and her sisters were little.
Like they have pictures heli skiing there before there was anything of them. And then they've spent every single Christmas there since it was built until now.
And that's where you only know Christmas.
Yeah, I have a vague memory of spending 1 or 2 Christmases at our house in like where we grew up, because I think my dad had to they had to work or something happened. But like every Christmas has been there, and then my children only know that as Christmas. Right. And anyways, so I'm there, and Meg texts me a video.
So my in-laws did a very sweet gift to my husband. It made me tear up. They took every home movie and they put it on little USBs, right, in a pack. And so I picked one, and it was when they were living in Japan when my husband was very little. And it was my husband and his brother at a...
Also just dying that I didn't realize you just picked this one. This was just a random... You just picked this. I didn't know this part of the story.
Doug saw it was a parade in Japan. And he's like, this will be fun.
Because they used to live there because he was in the Air Force, right?
Yeah. Yes. And so we picked it, and I had to take a video of it and send it to Raina, because why?
Because his little brother or older brother was wearing a Snowbird t-shirt.
A sweatshirt, yeah.
Or sweatshirt.
Yeah.
A Snowbird sweatshirt.
And I would have any other thing I would have never known what it was, but I know what Snowbird is because I have a sweatshirt from Snowbird from you.
And because my grandpa fucking started started
and
it all.
Was back in like 87, 88.
Yes. And like she sent it to me and I was like, for it to have been them to have it for back then.
Right.
Where did they get it from? How did this happen? Did you ever ask Betty about it?
I never asked her. I
Could you?
Should. Yeah,
Can you? Because I'm very curious. Because that's insane. Because
it's just the coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence.
Well, there is. There's no such thing as coincidences. But also, like, even to this day, when people know of Snowbird, it's not like a very it's well known to skiers.
She used to go all the time.
Well, yeah, but people who ski know it. But like, it's not a well known ski resort. As in, like, so mainstream that your brother would or your brother-in-law would just be wearing a sweatshirt from there with no.
Right.
Unless it was like something they got at the Goodwill and that was a fluke. You do know, which.
No.
Yeah, it just is very, especially for the 80s. Like, unless it was bigger than what I realized back then.
Maybe
but
it was.
Maybe it was.
But that's a crazy story.
One of those, no such thing as coincidences. When Meg texted it to me, I was like, how wild, because it's literally the resort that my grandpa started. Like, it's not just like one that we go to. It's something that was like my family started it. And he was in Japan wearing it. Like, what the fuck? So it's weird.
Crazy.
Just
a little video clip to you.
I was with my family and I showed everybody and everyone was floored by it because it's that, like, for us.
Oh, you got to see Baby Doug.
Oh yeah, Baby Doug. Yeah. Yes, but it was just so cool because it was like
nothing like any of my children. I don't understand.
I see it. Doug is in your children. It's just pretty Dougs.
And if you
will. I'm not saying your husband's not pretty.
No, I know.
I'm just saying.
Although I definitely had a teacher today when I was going to Georgia. I was working at her school, and I went and poked my head into her room. And I'm like, oh, I'm looking for Georgia. And she goes, oh, are you her sister? And I'm like, Stop it. Stop it.
Say that one more time.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Wait. I'm going to hit record.
You said what?
You said what now?
Sister?
Uh-huh.
That's your 13-year-old, 12-year-old?
Yep.
Yeah. God damn
Guys, us millennials, we look fucking good.
We're aging gracefully.
Like fine wine.
That's probably why, because we're so fucking pickled.
Well, yeah, we are.
I am pickled. Oh, what was that?
Wine
that TikTok? Yeah, that TikTok or the reel that you sent to Nikki and I, or Nikki sent it, whoever it was, that said the wine moms are going up against ICE. So like, watch out
for the wine moms.
Watch out for the wine moms.
This one guy was like, "No, I hate ICE, but I feel kind of scared for them."
I'm scared for them. And then he said they can chug a box of Franzia like it's a Gatorade.
Like it's a Gatorade.
And I was like, dead. That is
dead.
There you go. Don't fuck with us.
You guys decided to end democracy right when us millennial women who have a lot of trauma are going through perimenopause.
And a lot of rage, man.
You brought this upon yourselves.
Honestly.
Okay, no more squirreling. Let's get back to business.
Aliens.
Okay, bye. Raina didn't know this one.
Maybe I did and forgot it.
I think you did. I think you did. So basically, Lou is like, look, it's Senator Mitt Romney on the screen.
Oh.
He's actually a big proponent to let all this stuff out.
He is, which I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Mitt Romney, I was distracted. I got sent a very inappropriate joke by someone.
Mitt Romney is like the least of our evils, honestly.
No, Mitt Romney's. It's funny because we used to not like him, and then now I'm like,
we might not have fundamental same. We might disagree on things, but he's cool if I disagree with him. Is the difference?
Isn't he Mormon?
Yes.
I never in a million years thought I would pick him, choose him, love him. I would rather him
pick me. Choose me,
but
love me.
That's why the Republican Party didn't pick him, because the Christian nationalists, they couldn't take over his Mormonism brain.
I find him I know a lot of Mormons that are a lot less accepting than he is. I'm just going to say that.
Oh, no, 1,000%. But I'm just also saying that, like, he's not a Christian. He's a Mormon.
Right. And to them, it's different. It is. It's the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
But they believe two different things.
Kind of.
No, they do.
It's all the same.
The Mormons believe that you go to a planet somewhere else and the man's in charge and like all of this, where we...
What? Are you confusing us with Us?
Am I confusing you guys with Scientology?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that.
Maybe that.
Yeah, then that's
no,
it.
No.
No.
A planet called Kolob or
yes,
something like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah, but we're the gods and goddesses of that planet.
Yeah, okay.
No man's. Well, no, actually a man's because I'm a woman's. So, but it has to be my husband man's. But not me because I didn't marry a Mormon.
So you're saying what I just said was
husband man's.
So you're saying what I just said was correct.
Kind of, yes.
It was correct. I am educating you about your former religion. You're welcome. But what
that actually wasn't really talked about in Mormon.
I mean, I believe you. I just know it from shit. Anyways,
yeah.
But the point of the story is that Mormonism and Christianity, like the what do we call it?
The evangelicals.
Yeah,
but they don't like anybody that's not evangelical.
No, and they're two different things.
Like
and the people who
the
people running Project 2025 are these.
They're evangelicals.
Yeah, and I
don't think they even like Lutherans. Or
no. They do. I mean, it is like they are fucking.
I dig Lutherans. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah,
there could be worse.
I like Lutherans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baptists, we'll take them. Better than what the fucking Baptist churches?
Oh, we'll talk later.
What aren't those one that like have seizures on the floor praising Jesus?
No.
Oh.
No, that's and that's only wait.
Those are the Southern churches. They are Baptists.
Yeah. No, it's not the Baptists. What was that? What's the one with the snakes?
I don't recall.
Hang on. This is going to drive me nuts.
Oh dear, here we go. All this from seeing Mitt Romney on our screens.
I mean, it's from Appalachia.
That they throw an apple at you.
They throw an Pentecostal.
Oh, Pentecostal. You're right. That's Pentecostal. All right, you win.
But the snakes are only the Appalachian Pentecostal.
Oh, so it just depends on what Pentecostal.
It depends where you're. Any hoodles. So, Marco Rubio pushed. Get this. Pushed that the government had to release written reports and provide classified and unclassified information on what they had on UAPs to Congress and the public in the what, Raina?
In the COVID bill.
Goddamn.
In the bill about COVID.
Oh my God.
The not real COVID.
No, it wasn't real.
It wasn't real.
It wasn't. But this is how rumors get started, and this is how shit takes off. That is not what happened.
Well, how do you not know that? How do you know that?
Is it?
How do you know that?
Did they put it in the? Was it a monkey? Did they eat a monkey? What was
no, it was
snake.
Bat. It was a bat.
It was a bat.
There is another sickness that's going around right now.
Nope, I'm not. No. It's been already a bad day. Stop it, Raina.
According to astrologers, watch out for April.
I'm done.
I'm done too because I can't even fathom it. But
I mean, we'll never go into lockdown again because they proved it didn't work.
Yeah, because all the fucking
nobody did it.
Well, we did.
I did.
No,
I did.
No, nobody did it. Everyone did it at first. The first 2 weeks, everybody did it. Even the people.
Have you been to Florida?
Oh, okay. Well, here, even the people who I know now who are like hardcore wouldn't wear masks places like we're against it. Those first 2 weeks. Nobody knew.
Only 2 weeks.
Nobody knew, so everyone followed it and whatever. Then it was after that they all went hard on like the Pizzagate. That it was all the Clintons were being pedophiles and hiding children and blah blah blah. Like
it was in the adrenals.
Yeah, in the adrenals. Like all this crazy ass shit. Is where that came from after that. And then they
got
stopped.
The lizard people.
Yeah, it was just wild. That was a wild time.
So much. Okay, let's continue.
Anyways, but if you want to lock me in my house again to make sourdough bread and cocktails all day.
Oh, doesn't that sound nice?
Honestly.
And not Trump for president?
Well, that's unfortunately.
Because remember, he wasn't president as of January 20th, 2020.
2020, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Okay, so first we start out, there's been 120 incidents in the last 20 years of UAP, or of aircraft that are non-U.S. government.
Yes.
And they cannot link it to any other foreign government.
Right.
So we need to know why, we need to know where they're from, and we need to know what's the technology. Now, good old Mitt says that they are not foreign adversary because that China and Russia do not have that technology, and if they did, we'd already be screwed.
Yeah, we'd be fucked.
Got a point.
That was such a good point because it's true. If they had that, we'd be fucked.
Right. So then we go on and we talk about how the UAPs since they've been being recorded, but especially recently, have had an impact on U.S. military training. So now they're starting to impact us, which that is a big deal. That is a big deal.
It is a very big deal.
By the way, I'm not anti-military. Just sort of like I feel like those two get equated a lot.
I agree. Well, because typically people in the military are very like,
everybody in the military that I know has been very much, let's think first.
See, I disagree. I know people in the military who can be like the opposite, where
I've had really good conversations with a lot of military members.
I know a lot of family and people I know who are very like Christian based. That's first, and it is serving your country for like God.
Okay.
So that perspective,
that's concerning. Yeah.
That's what, do you not realize that that's why a lot of people are so Republican?
Yeah.
That's why.
Maybe it's just because of the people I surround myself with.
Mine's family, so whoops.
So the UAP, so reported. Okay, so Lou then says that. So now they're trying to come out to. Now they're trying to ruin Lou's reputation.
Yeah.
At this point, they're trying to be like.
God, we went back so far. I forgot how long it's been.
They're trying to say that he was never with ATIP and all of this stuff. They're trying to do everything they can to discredit him. And he's literally letting it roll off his back. Like of course it impacts him. It impacts his family, but he's just still going full steam ahead.
And when we watched this, I said to Meg, I was like, but he has to know that this is what was going to happen. He knew. There's no way that he thought that this was actually going to just be like, oh, I'm going to tell the world and everyone's going to believe me instantly. And no one's going to try and discredit me or like say I didn't, he knew shit was going to go down when he spoke, but he also knew it was worth the risk of speaking out.
Right. So now the director of the CIA admits that there are more forms of life that we may not understand. And he admits that on Fox News.
He did
do that.
Yeah.
Lou says that.
Which is an entertainment network, by the way.
Right.
It is.
I know it's labeled
literally
as one. So he said that there is conscience out there that is extraterrestrial or cryptoterrestrial, which we'll have to go into something that at some point, which is kind of like a proto-human or ancient civilization related. So those are extraterrestrial, cryptoterrestrial, which cryptoterrestrial would be like, how we say Bigfoot is interdimensional?
Yes.
Interdimensional?
Yes.
That's kind of what that means.
I mean, I figured that, but it was interesting to hear that term because I'd never.
And then proto-human, which is like human that we developed differently from them, and then ancient civilization, like Atlantis.
Yes.
Type thing. So pilots and civilians from different countries have all seen things come from the ocean. So now we're going back to the ocean.
Yeah, the ocean.
Yeah. Lou says that underwater crafts going at speeds of several hundred miles per hour have been reported, which that's not technology that we have.
No, especially for the underwaters and the resistance that water gives.
Right. Well, I mean, that's it, because how many pounds of resistance is that? Like, it's insane. Like tons.
And they're going hundreds of miles an hour.
Miles per hour.
Because, I mean, you think about it, in the sky, they're 40,000 and plus underwater there, and they go between.
And the head oceanographer for the U.S. even said that less than, there's 80% of the ocean volume that hasn't been explored. More of Mars and the moon have been explored
than the ocean.
Whole world under the water.
And so he literally goes, so if I was trying to hide myself, come to Earth and hide myself, where would I go?
Under
the ocean.
Water. Yep.
And Meg and I are like, God damn it.
So 2022 comes around. We started to push Congress to hold public UAP hearings. And they do. So they say that there's characteristics in these UAPs that we cannot explain, and that they could be a safety risk to everything, a safety risk to everything, and we have no idea what they are. We don't know if it's a foreign adversary. We don't know what kind. And this is this is what gets a bipartisan, effort towards transparency.
Yep.
I'm mixing up my words.
You're doing great, sweetie.
I'm doing great, sweetie. But now we have more questions than answers, basically.
Yes, I mean,
the Legacy Agency is now pushing back. They're passing legislation to block anything from coming out. They're trying to discredit anybody who's speaking out.
Yep.
Which is so, who's in charge of the Legacy Agency?
We don't know.
What? Because it's not CIA, or it could be CIA. It could be any of them, and they're just lying, right?
Yep.
So basically, they were saying that the Legacy Agency is made up of the CIA, the Air Force, and the Department of Energy. The CIA is the overall effort. The Air Force is field operations. They're the ones that go and retrieve aircrafts.
Yes.
And then the Department of Energy is interesting because they're basically anything that talks about atomic or nuclear technology or anything that gives off radiation.
Yep.
But they work outside of oversight observation. So
interesting.
Very interesting.
Like, that makes you think for a minute. It makes you realize that everyone knows.
But nobody knows.
But nobody knows.
And even people that know don't know.
But they know.
Like, there's so many secrets upon secrets upon secrets.
And they've said that so many times throughout this. They have said, basically, like, we said this earlier, like, so many people know things, but
nobody knows anything.
Nobody knows anything, but everybody knows. But different, Fuck.
So the crashes that they have recovered, were they crashes or were they left here for us to examine, kind of like a gift? And they're left at different nations to see who can figure it out the fastest.
And this guy said it was like a giant IQ test,
which is insane.
So it basically then goes into like pitting. It's showing like Putin and Kim Jong-un, right?
Kim Jong-un.
Whatever. And like
Kim Jong-un died. It's Kim Jong-un now.
Okay, my bad. But all of these dictators and whatever together, and it's like, and Trump, not a dictator. Why dictator shape?
Right. But it's like Sputnik.
It is like Sputnik, which is funny. I was just watching the movie Hidden Figures with my girls the other night.
Aww.
And it's the race to get to the moon. And it's exactly like that. It was like the race to get this alien intelligence. And I said to Meg when this was being said, you know how they said that we might be like their pets, or you said...
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
You said that. And I'm like, but it's as if they're giving us a treat. They're hiding us a treat and we have to go find it. We have to go sniff it out.
Right. And they did say that the Soviet Union found a Tic Tac-like object that was double the size of what we know. So it would be about 80 feet.
And that was confirmed too.
And that was confirmed.
And then they have some more technology that we don't have somehow. Mm-hmm. Weird.
And what if they're reversing technology and things that we're seeing? Like, what if it's mixed? What if some of the things that we're seeing is already reverse technology from UAP technology from other countries?
Yeah. And I mean, they said that on there. Yeah. But it's kind of like the game of Survivor. Like, you're playing the game and whoever, it's like outlast, whatever. That's what's going on.
It's all a game.
It's all a fucking game.
Everything's a game.
It's a game. And it's all the countries against each other, seeing who can get the intelligence first.
It's like at the end of Men in Black when we're all just a bunch of marbles.
Marbles?
At the end of Men in Black?
I thought we're all in a locker.
No, that's the second movie. And that's only... No, that civilization... That galaxy is in the locker.
Oh, the galaxy's in the locker. But
we're marbles. In the first... Remember the galaxy is on Orion's belt?
Yes, I do recall this. Yes.
Yeah, I only know that because I just watched it the other night with my kids.
Mine's been a while.
So the assumption is that all presidents get this info, right?
Wrongo.
So it doesn't really go into which specific presidents yet, but it does go into George H.W. Bush. So like the OG Bush. H.W. And when he became president, the CIA director briefed him on the legacy program. And he knew of retrieval sites from the 1940s and of the Holloman Air Force Base 1964 incident where a UAP landed and non-human beings came out and actually talked to
the
people.
CIA. They said CIA civilians and like actual like Army or Navy or what? Not Navy, but like whoever was at where it was just spoke to them. But they did say that the reason that not every president knows is so that they can...
Some of them blab?
Well,
some of them post everything?
Well, but they also just said because they need to be able to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and that be the truth.
Yeah.
That they don't know. And we didn't even touch on our favorite part.
Which one?
You didn't write it down?
You tell me.
It was when they talked about how when it was in Congress, how what's-his-face said... It was like everything was going their way, and it was like this, he called it something ambiguous, whatever, came and like changed everything. Like this other government came below the actual government and just
it was like, nope.
Yes, was like, nope. Like he said, as if there's another government controlling everything.
Oh, yeah, there's like another government. Yeah. You know, I had somebody just say to me, like, I hate this world since Trump's been president. And I said, this was literally today. I said, we've had these problems before him. He just exacerbated the situation. It's not just him. He's just a mouthpiece.
And that is what I think
and that's kind of what this is saying.
Yeah.
Like there's the underlining government that's controlling the government.
And that is, something that I've believed in then this one medium.
It's like the Illuminati.
But it is. It's like this medium that I love and trust and has been so fucking accurate through this whole thing.
Spanish Inquisition.
She's Australian and I love her. And her name's Matilda. And she this whole time has been like, he is the mouthpiece. She's like, he has to be here. He has to be here right now because this is how this is supposed to play out with him. She goes, but you guys don't want to see what's going to happen when he's gone.
And I've worried about that.
I've worried about that too. We all want Cankle McTaco Tits out.
But do we really think he's smart enough to make all this stuff happen?
No, but he's
the fuck not.
I think our hope is that if he's gone, it will hopefully cut the head off the snake.
Enough to use other people who could be smart enough.
Right. And I just hope that like him going would make people wake up to the fact that like they're in a cult.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
They're too far gone.
But then George H.W. wanted to know more information and they said, you don't need to.
Which that is interesting because you
right
always
know that there's another power that's
because who's above the president?
Right.
Allegedly, nobody. Allegedly. But there is.
That's some bullshit.
It's some bullshit. All right.
I'm shook.
That's it. I'm done. Come and get me. Aliens, come get me.
Do you know how we're like kind of always like, oh, we're the best country in the world, which we know we're not, right? But oh my God. Okay. I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, we got to recap and then get back to what.
Okay. So they're saying who could all be aware of this and why is it keeping secret? And then they pan to the Pope. They didn't say the Pope knows. They didn't go into that. But
they did pan to the Pope.
But they did pan to the Pope. And they are saying that, you know, could he have something to do with us not putting information out there? Because if you put this information out there, it goes against the basic tenets of many religions, not just Christianity.
Of every religion. I don't know any religion that does acknowledge aliens. Do you?
Right down here in, remember Ramtha.
Oh.
Ramtha.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Mainstream.
Organized.
There it is. There
she is. And it would literally unravel centuries of religion.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Centuries.
So could that be a part of the reason why it's being so locked down?
It's weird. It's like they all have this weird hand in it.
And they're saying that the control started in the Truman administration with the Roswell crash, which they said 100% occurred. They found hieroglyphs on the UAP and 4 non-human bodies.
Yep.
They all sent them to Wright Field to do some reverse engineering, which could be part of our technology today. And one thing he said was, you cannot tell your friends about this without telling your enemies. And I thought that was
very cool. That was like one of those statements that you're like damn.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And so in the 1940s, they probably had no idea what it was, but they didn't want to tell the American public about it because it could be a threat. And they said it could be a threat, and there's nothing we can do about it.
And in that moment, I said, if you can't do anything about it, don't tell me. Like, I don't need to know. I don't need to stay up at night like I'm going to after this documentary.
But do you remember when the CIA and the Air Force started? Right after Roswell.
It is interesting.
Isn't that interesting? And then shortly after that, Truman passed like kind of the intelligence, I forgot what it Intelligence Act or something, where you don't have to give information to anybody. That's basically what that was.
Do you guys know at the end of our podcast, every time when we say it's good to be a lunatic, I feel like we're manifesting that right now because Jesus Christ, everyone who believes in this stuff has been made out to be a lunatic, and this documentary is what the fuck?
Yeah, the CIA basically enforced everything to run secret intelligence effort without anyone knowing.
Yep.
And I know the CIA works like among other countries and like internationally.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
Then, add that to the United States Air Force, who did the actual retrievals, and then
one of the things that I said to Meg though was about on these special force tasks teams that go and retrieve the alien stuff or like that are really in there. I said it's typically women are not there.
And then I think that we've seen one woman in this whole thing.
One woman in this whole thing.
Very beginning, because she saw the Tic Tac.
And I said, have you ever asked your husband for information about something?
And how much do you get? Like
fucking nothing.
1 to 2 tree sentences.
2 tree.
2 tree.
2 tree.
Yeah.
And so listen.
Linda.
Listen, Linda. We know that I am pro women and anti man, except for I have a husband and like men. Respectfully.
That's how you know it's not a choice.
It's not a choice.
Your sexual orientation is not a choice, because
not a choice.
We are both with men.
Yes.
Let's just put that out there.
But I do respect them to the point of this, that they are giving no information. And it's like,
They're
your husband goes,
a whole lot.
They go to hang out with another guy and you're like, what'd you guys talk about? They're like, I don't know. Nothing. Well, what did he say about X, Y, and Z? I don't know. We didn't talk about it. What did you guys talk about?
What did he do?
The trees? I don't know. What did you say? What did you say? Nothing of importance. No gossip. No nothing. Men. But also makes sense.
Dive into UAP and counterintelligence of the United States government and what they're hiding and who knows what and what's going where and where's the reverse technology? Is it being used against us?
So point of the story, men, for all the time that rag on you all, for this, I will give you the credit. It is you guys who are the ones not yapping your mouths, because there are people who yap their mouths.
Yeah.
And there might be a woman in there somewhere.
I mean, the biggest yapper on the planet is in charge of the United States of America.
Dude.
Allegedly.
Can't stop flapping his fucking lips. Allegedly. Anyways, but so respect for you non-yappers.
Right?
No details.
As far as dealing with the public, they are told to deny everything, admit nothing, discredit everyone. And intimidate witnesses or put out false information, which brings me back to all of them.
It literally took me back to the alien story. It was like a black and white couple that we did.
Oh, Betty and Barney Hill.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And all of the discrediting that went down with them.
Right.
And it made me sick to my stomach.
Right, especially
that we
even being an interracial couple back in that era.
We discussed the discrediting that now we're hearing. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But they literally said that they discredited everyone so severely that it actually created a stigma within America, that it is actually a problem now in the U.S.
And do you know who started that stigma? Who has spread that? Who? It's the Legacy Agency.
Mm-hmm.
They have made it their mission. They know everything, but they want to put out disinformation and call us all crackpots.
So who runs that?
We don't know.
And there it is. We don't know. Because Legacy, they probably are, like you said, Illuminati. There is something else in this world running things that we are not aware of.
And anybody who gets too close to the truth are called crazy.
Or killed. And they literally said that. They said that in this. They said that if you expose, they showed a document from the 1940s that said
you will be killed.
That you would be killed. And that is the things.
And then Marco says there's no incentive for anyone to say anything because everyone would think you're crazy.
It shows why military people do not come.
Marco Rubio.
So do I. Why does he sound so intelligent in this?
Because he doesn't have dump nut in front of him.
Oh.
You know what, Rubio? You could have done great things.
If you were not so far up Trump's ass.
You actually have a brain.
It's wild.
But now we've created a stigma of UAP believers. And guess what? Guess who doesn't have that?
Who?
Other countries.
Like the rest of the world, pretty much.
Weird, because
just the US.
They're getting the same intelligence, the same UAP phenomenon. Boop, boo, doo, doo, doo.
And they're not made to feel crazy.
Right.
Like we are. Because anytime you see UAP stuff, UFO, alien, whatever you want to call it, here everyone's like, not real, not real, not real. Apparently the rest of the world is starting to acknowledge it.
Oh, God damn it.
But it's similar to I think I discussed this one of the other episodes, the telepathy tapes. The very last episode, they went into taking kids to be able to blindfold them, and then they could see outside of their blindfolds.
Yeah. Crazy.
Every other country, or most of the other countries, are actually like, when I say this, like in Asia, like big, like India, China, Japan, like all Asia, but like this is a known thing. This is not like a maybe this works. Maybe this is a thing. This is a very well known. They send their kids to school to study this. Like it's a thing.
So we're stunted to be ignorant, but we're taught to believe we're the greatest in the world.
Sounds like America might not be as great as we thought it was. I'm not saying anything. America.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So the Air Force is not reporting the UAP. They talked about George Bush being down at his ranch and UAP activity over the ranch, and F-16s would intercept it. Pilots couldn't say what they saw because the Air Force made them sign non-disclosure agreements, and they would literally destroy their lives.
Yes.
Literally destroy
Well, they killed
their
them.
lives.
We saw that in one of the legal documents that was like not a bill or was it a bill? I don't know. It's like literally said you can die.
Discrediting. There were so many ramifications. And then we go to North Dakota. And I have seen this one in another documentary that I watched. And basically the Air Force... and an Air Force a pilot and his partner drove out to the base, and I think it was Mario Air Force Base. Well, I don't remember what it was, but they saw this giant globe, right? Mm-hmm. They said it was like a sun almost.
Yes.
And he said it was not Walmart.
It wasn't the size. No, this is my favorite. Yeah. It wasn't the size of a Walmart. It was the size of a super Walmart.
Super Walmart, like a sun sitting and hovering over the base.
Let me just say that one more time. Not the size of a normal Walmart. A super Walmart. Which is the size of one we got. We got a super Walmart here in Bonnie Lake.
Right here. It's where I get most of my groceries.
There is a normal Walmart out in the Federal Way.
What?
Yeah, there's a normal one.
An old school Walmart?
Well, it closed down now.
Oh, because
it just closed down like 2 months
ago,
3 months
Walmart
ago.
Since Vermont.
Yeah, it was out. It just recently closed.
Do you remember when our Target closed down for a little bit or like went into?
I don't think we lived here yet.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you move here?
2017.
Oh yeah, because I've been here since 2011.
Yeah. No.
So like a few years before that, like it shut down, and then we got all the groceries.
I believe it.
Yeah. Anywhoodle. So then we're in Missouri, and there's a diamond-shaped object, and then we're down in California, and there's like beams of light facing towards a nuclear warhead, and then it just shot up and went 8,000 to 9,000 miles per hour up into the air.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the red and orange light above the gate of military bases, and it made each missile go down. And over the span of 8 days, 20 nuclear missiles shut down.
So basically, you're saying they're saving us from ourselves.
Probably.
We are literally the toddler trying to kill ourselves accidentally, seriously. And they're like, "No, that's hot. Hot.
Stop it.
Don't touch.
Stop it.
Hot."
And then there was the rectangular shaped object the size of a football field that shot up about 1,000 miles per hour off to the coast. And then there's the senior official.
Size of a football field, 1,000 miles an hour, just shot away, guys. Yeah. Register that.
There's senior Air
Force. I feel like you're like saying things quickly because we watch this, but like the episode,
right.
like
this, you guys
acknowledge
have to watch it. Like,
this.
1,000%, you have to watch it, especially if you are our OG listeners. You know who you are. Like, you have to watch.
To watch this. This is insanity.
You are one of us. You are a lunatic. If you are a lunatic,
one of us
have to watch.
It means that we're actually not all lunatics. I'm just saying.
Well, no, because they literally said that the Legacy Project is there to discredit everybody who kind of latches on to the truth.
So it means every alien story that we've heard and been discredited is probably true.
It's the hobgoblins.
That's what it's saying. It is hobgoblins. Mm-hmm. Aliens.
What did we just talk about? Oh, the Moonite people.
Yeah. Aliens.
The Moonite people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of it.
What did I say the whole episode? Aliens.
Forever.
Aliens.
So it's the Legacy Project just covering up layer after layer after layer. And time again, people are denied access to Legacy. Now, we are talking about the bubble, and I kind of lost my mind a little bit because my friend Jeff and I went to our Incline Cider House where we go all the time. It's one of our favorite places. He brought his little notebook, and we sat for like an hour and a half where my husband and his wife just kind of sat there, and him and I were geeking out.
Yeah.
Right? And it was about the bubble.
Okay.
And the five observables.
The bubble is a wild. I have another theory on the bubble. I want you to go, and then I'm going to throw in some more paranormal shit into this because I have another thing.
Perfect. So, we already went over the 5 observables, and this bubble can really explain each observable.
Yes.
Basically, there's an energetic force field around the UAP, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, the object, this craft, whatever it is. It could be a tic tac, it could be a diamond shaped, it could be a triangle. There is a bubble around it that basically enables this to move however it wants, to go as fast as it wants, to turn however it wants, to do
anything it wants,
and travel wherever it wants, whenever it wants, within this bubble. So when you're on the spacecraft, like, we could not travel at 40,000 miles per hour.
We would turn into mush.
We would turn into mush. But when you're within this bubble, whatever this bubble may be, you're just cruising.
You're cruising. You're fine.
You can go up into space.
It's a
into
protection.
The air. Yes, it's a protection. And that is the technology.
That is. So, you ready for my
ready.
Throwing some paranormal shit in there? I don't know. I'm going to blow your mind.
My mind.
Why is it when we are investigating anything paranormal, does it come up as an orb, as a bubble?
As a bubble.
As a bubble.
So is that
no matter what
new example
of time travel, of this, of
interdimensional travel?
Interdimensional
Could
something.
It explain everything?
I'm just saying,
but
how are these?
Explain, because we're not explaining anything.
No, we're literally not explaining.
Unknown.
This is
the unknown.
But if a ghosty shows up as an orb, an orb is something that is very commonly caught.
Do you remember that time about 2 years ago when I'm like, I don't know if I believe in orbs?
And then an orb came across our screen.
And we both saw it, and like you can see in the video eyes
it's in a video,
it's
both of us, and we both watch it, and we're
and
like,
then it just disappeared.
The fuck was that?
That was so funny. That was like
but
the best
also,
moment ever.
But also,
yeah.
But when I saw this, that was what I thought. I was like, to me, again, no such thing as coincidences. Why would an orb be what they travel inside of? But then in the paranormal world of like ghosts and whatever,
so you're saying
not be correlated. It's all connected in some way.
This is a part of the paranormal, which I know that alien technology is kind of a part of the paranormal umbrella.
But if you go into we go deep dive into the paranormal umbrella, that like ghosts are potentially someone living on a different timeline, different
dimension,
different something.
When we die, do we go to a different dimension?
But this is said so many times. Time travel. This is said like people in a different dimension. This has been brought up numerous times. Why is it that this is the same thing but not? Also, the CIA has also been paranormal is real.
Well, yeah.
That's been proven.
I mean, go.
It's in the fucking documents.
Times, but go listen to the telepathy tapes.
But again, been told we're crazy. It's not real. These things aren't real. We're lunatics.
I'm so glad we picked the name for this podcast that we did.
Honestly, it was meant to be.
Weird.
Well, we
knew that when we heard it and looked at each other.
I know. It was meant to be. Ago. I feel like I'm onto something, because why is an orb a big thing in the paranormal world?
Put that together.
Not.
Yeah.
But then it's this too. It's an orb. It's a bubble around something protecting it. It's like a membrane, if you will. Go back to my science that I do for my cocktail pods. We form a membrane around the cocktail, protects the liquid on the inside. You have the outside. So
it's protecting whatever.
It's protecting whatever is on the inside.
So then what's inside of an orb?
Energy from another dimension. Duh. It's being protected from our element.
Space and time are being engineered to be different inside the craft than they are outside of the craft. And that is how you explain all of the phenomenon. Okay, there's so much that's happening. So first of all, we're going back to the where we're still on the bubble. And if you look at all of the imaging that we have seen of these UAPs, you can see almost like a cell around them, which concludes to the bubble theory
that I have.
It's kind of like a warp bubble, or it could be like, they said it could be an ocean water molecule that makes it go between, water and air.
It like protects it from the outside elements in general. Yeah, but then it protects it also from like the friction from the things that normally.
Right, but it also makes it act outside of its environment.
Yes.
So there's that.
There's that. And also like goes in, I mean, we discussed briefly about like the paranormal side of it. And then Meg's like a cell.
Yeah.
It's a cell. It's protected. It's a protection.
I said that because you said because things mimic the environment.
Yes.
And I said, well, and then I started thinking, well, what does the bubble look like? It looks like a cell.
Mm-hmm. So. And that's exactly, and it's something that's protecting what's ever inside.
Oh, crazy. And then we talk about, speaking out costs lives. And then we go to Biden signed into law that those who signed NDAs could now talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're at the end. Lou says that senior persons in the government called him up. They were on the Hill and they told Lou, he knows who this person is, but he's not disclosing who they are. He said that a committee of 37 individuals is mulling over the idea of using extreme measures to silence was it David Grush?
Yep.
And Luis Elizondo himself.
And what does that mean?
Extreme measures means to kill them.
Yep.
That's what that means. And so he's sitting here saying, he literally said, if I end up in 2 months from now in the Potomac River, you know why.
But also like,
what did you say?
I said he knows way too much about that, like specifying the Potomac River, specifying like if I end up there, not like at home I committed suicide, not like this. Like he knows how they function. He knows what they do. He knows how they get rid of people. It's like being a part of the mob. You speak too much. What?
It's just crazy.
Oh, I thought you said she's crazy. And I was like, she is. No, she's a lunatic.
It's all crazy.
She's a full-on conspiracy theorist at this point, but also not.
Okay, I just think this is really important to say. So they've talked about that in the last 80 years, we have developed so much faster than we have in the last 200,000 years. And then this guy came on who we've been talking to this whole time. He's a scientist. And he said, we have not seen the moral increase in the last few decades that we have seen in the scientific increase.
Weird.
Fascinating.
The moral increase.
So that means we are getting this technology that is faster than how we're developing as humans. Now it is saying that basically we have the evidence to say that the UAPs, the non-human intelligence, can dismantle us.
Not just can, they do.
They do. It's proven that they have at any time, but yet
dismantles our nuclear weapons.
But they didn't.
What do you mean?
Fukushima.
Well, they haven't explained it yet. No, we paused it. Yeah, I was about to say.
So
after.
Okay, so I'm just going to pose the question before we see that.
Okay.
Why?
Because they let us,
not the other.
Because they literally let us do it once and said, "Do you guys? Will they learn how bad it?"
Learn? I wonder.
And then they said,
"But this goes back to why the freaking Pope was pictured in this, because this just gives us everything about humanity.
Let me break this. Let me break this down in mom terms.
Yeah,
we have a child. We say that's hot. Don't touch it.
And then you let them touch it.
And then they touch it, and they learn that's hot. And then sometimes they'll go back again. And you're like, you idiot, did you not learn? But are you going to let them touch it the second time? No. Because you're like, we did it. I tried. My kid's fucking stupid. I might not have the sharpest tool in the shed or the brightest crayon in the box, but I love them and I'm going to keep them safe from themselves. I don't know that they love us, but I think they're saving us from ourselves. They tried to be like,
are we just an ant farm?
Yes. They tried to be like, learn the first time. And we're like, oh, let me just drop that bomb. Pew! Fucked up. Oh, that was fun. Let's do it again. And they're like, no,
oh my God.
Stop.
Yeah.
When you explain it in mom terms,
it
all makes sense.
100% right. There's like, basically at the end, they started talking about, are we basically being babysat?
Which
or
Raina has said
intelligence basically accumulation of different species throughout the universe. The old guy, I can't remember his name right now.
I don't know. The one that we're going to trust with our lives.
Right.
We love him.
I trust him. And basically he said his grandchildren are going to grow up learning that we're not the only ones and that everybody around them could be from somewhere else.
Yep.
And I'm fine with that.
I am too. But I also agree that we're being babysat. And that's why there's people here.
Yeah.
They're literally trying to make sure we don't kill ourselves. We are toddlers. They're our mother. And they are like trying to make sure we're okay.
Elvis ain't dead. He just went home.
Now, I will say that where I struggle with this, I go a little back and forth between the alien thing and the paranormal thing.
But is it all under the same umbrella? And is it just the language?
Well, possibly. But
right.
this is where I go. Like, if an alien dies, which they say they have recovered bodies.
Yes.
If we die. Okay. I believe no matter what, there is some kind of afterlife. So is the alien us thing on this level, on this like plane that we're on? Is the alien something else more in depth?
That's above my pay grade.
I'm just saying. That's where I go.
No, but that's a valid question. But that's like,
I mean, we don't know.
Like, we have all of these interacting thoughts, right? And that's what we have to do to kind of sift through them and try to figure out what meshes and what puzzle pieces fit together.
All I know is that what I took from this at the end was that...
Holy shit, that was an amazing documentary.
And that we're being babysat by aliens.
That too.
That they're literally trying to make sure we don't kill ourselves.
That is
literally what this whole thing was.
Like, we know that aliens have been around since forever, right? Like, we have hieroglyphs of spaceships and all of that, right?
So much evidence.
But in our modern society, they've been around since we've started trying to decimate each other with nuclear bombs.
And they haven't been around this before, helping us. They're not around trying to help us. They're like, Jesus Christ. Calm down.
Well, when he said that, and I'd have to, we'd have to look into this, but when he said that they decimated a nuclear warhead from Russia that was pointed at us, if that's true, holy shit.
I'm not going to lie. We looked at each other and we were like, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
Like, but also like, you researched that. I feel like that's accurate as fuck.
What is there to research? There's nothing that's going to prove that.
Right.
There's nothing out there that's going to prove that.
Truth. Yeah.
Or is this like CERN and we just keep blowing ourselves up and keep going into different dimensions?
But like, is CERN not? Oh, CERN is real. You're saying it's not real?
No, CERN is real.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it wasn't real, and I was I'm pretty sure it's actually real.
CERN's whole thing was that we keep blowing ourselves up and demolishing humanity and keep bouncing into different dimensions. So
take me back somewhere else, or bump us somewhere. I'll go back anywhere.
Obliterated by the USSR because the aliens didn't save us, and we bumped into this other dimension where the aliens saved us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then what is life?
No,
I'm telling you, where they're bald.
No, it's exactly what we make it.
I mean, I know that. I'm not worried about that part, but I also sit there and I'm like, can it stop now?
Existential crisis.
Do you not feel like, can it stop now, right now? Like every day I wake
Catherine
up.
O'Hara from us.
Yeah, that was fucked.
That was fucked.
I think as an American, I wake up every day right now being like, how do I act like life is normal?
Also, how many times
when my world is burning?
Did you think of the Futurama episode where Bender is floating out through space and he has a whole civilization floating on him and there's Mordecai?
0 times because I've never watched it. But my husband will know exactly what you're saying. And probably porridge, sausage.
That's all I kept thinking of most of this whole documentary.
I legitimately have never watched that show, and I think it's the dumbest shit ever. No offense.
I like that show more than I like Family Guy.
I don't watch Family Guy.
I love Futurama. Any hoodles. So this was The Age of Disclosure. It came out in November 2025, so only 2 months ago.
You guys.
I was recommended it by one of my best friends in the whole world, Jeffrey, who I grew up with.
Oh,
and one of my best friends' husbands, Eddie.
And he is not allowed to be named. He shall not be named.
Him who shall not be named.
But also trust him and his profession.
He's a freaking genius, let me tell you.
He's a smart man.
Genius.
Anyways, but this also, you guys, if you don't feel like any more stress in your head, don't watch this.
Or watch it because it's a stress that you can actually What
agree.
am I trying to say? Like everything here that's going on,
irrelevant because we're being babysat.
Yeah.
Because our mother is above us trying to make sure
just
we don't kill ourselves.
So ICE is a bunch of petulant children.
Yeah, they're the dickheads that you hate. Anyways, you guys, go watch this. Please do it. It was amazing. All right. Well, I guess if you watch it, get yourself some lunatic soup.
And remember, in this crazy world that apparently has nothing to do with us and we're all, dictated by overlords and mothers.
You're saying it wrong. They're just babysitting us. It's good to be a lunatic.
Does that mean it's Steve Harrington?
Maybe. Bye.
I'm fine with that. Bye.